Fury.
Tyson. So when is that happening?
We're not sure, but that's my target. 2025, I'm targeting Tyson Fury.
Anthony Joshua has set his sights on a showdown with Tyson Fury in 2025, a fight that many boxing fans have been eagerly anticipating for years. The two British heavyweights, who have long been rivals in the sport, have recently made waves with an exchange that only stokes the fire of their fierce competition. After a difficult year for Joshua, which included a crushing defeat at the hands of Daniel Dubois in September at Wembley Stadium, many questioned what the future held for him. But despite setbacks, Joshua's determination remains unwavering, and he is looking forward to a possible battle with Fury in the near future. Joshua, the former two-time world heavyweight champion, has made it clear that his goal is to regain his spot among the sport's elite. Reflecting on his recent loss, he admitted that he should have won, but he emphasized that he will continue to push forward, regardless of the ups and downs that come his way. "I should have won, but I didn't, and I'm going to go again. Ups and downs happen. Some people's lives are always up, mine's up and down. I've got to get used to the turbulent times and keep riding the wave. I can't stop now. I have to keep going until I reach my destination." His pursuit of greatness continues with his long-held ambition to face Tyson Fury, a fight that has been talked about for years. Joshua's resolve to compete at the highest level, even after tough losses, speaks to his resilience and commitment to proving himself again. This latest development comes just after Joshua and Fury had a heated exchange during a FaceTime call organized by Turkish promoter Alal Sheikh, further igniting the rivalry between the two. During the call, both men's personalities were on full display, with Fury taking the lead in his characteristic brash and provocative style, taunting Joshua and teasing the upcoming showdown. Joshua, known for being more reserved, didn't back down, firing sharp responses and expressing his readiness for a fight that fans have been clamoring for. Fury, in his usual trash-talking fashion, boldly declared, "Finish the job on 21st December, and look who's waiting for you." "I'm waiting for you." Joshua, never one to shy away from a challenge, retorted, "Anyway, I'll wait for you." The call served as confirmation that the long-anticipated fight between Joshua and Fury is now set for either the first or second quarter of 2025. This announcement sent waves through the boxing world, as fans have long hoped for this matchup between two of Britain's most famous fighters. Despite Joshua's recent loss to Dubois, Fury has continued to call out Joshua, making it clear that he wants to settle the debate over who is truly the best heavyweight in Britain. Fury has been vocal about his desire to face Joshua for years. Even though he remains a formidable force in the division, his taunts toward Joshua have continued, questioning Joshua's resilience and mocking his past performances. At one point, Fury even offered to put his WBC heavyweight championship on the line in a potential showdown, further stoking the flames of their rivalry. "I'll fight you for the WBC heavyweight championship of the world," Fury declared during the FaceTime exchange. Both fighters during the call humorously referred to their hands as the tools that would deliver the ultimate knockout, adding a playful yet intense layer to their banter. While both men showcased their competitive spirits, mocking each other's past performances and promising decisive victories, their personalities shone through. Fury boasted of his dominance, while Joshua countered with his own claims of power and preparation. The exchange was filled with playful insults and fiery exchanges, but it was clear that both men are serious about this showdown. For Joshua, the loss to Dubois in September was a significant setback, marking his fourth career defeat. This loss left many questioning his future in the sport, but Joshua made it clear that he is not considering retirement. Instead, he sees these struggles as part of his journey and is determined to continue fighting. "I just want to put in more work. In 2024, when I look back, I believe I could have done more. I have another chance in 2025 to do more. I'm going to make sure that I take every opportunity that comes my way," he explained. Fury, who recently suffered a second consecutive loss to Alexander Usyk in Saudi Arabia, remains a dominant figure in the division. Despite his recent setbacks, he is still seen as one of the top heavyweights in the world. A fight between Joshua and Fury would not only be historic in British boxing, but it would also be a pivotal moment in both men's careers. For Joshua, it's a chance to prove his critics wrong and reestablish himself as one of the best. For Fury, it's an opportunity to solidify his claim as the top heavyweight in the world, John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, expressed his excitement and eagerness for the fight, signaling his belief that it is the next step for both men. "Let's get it on," he said, emphasizing the importance of making this fight happen. His comments reflect the high anticipation surrounding the potential showdown, with many fans eagerly awaiting the moment when the two British heavyweights finally face off. If Anthony Joshua comes through Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury comes through Alexander Usyk, you know where I'm going with this. "Let's get it on," he added. John Fury's remarks also conveyed confidence in his son's ability to dominate Joshua, but he stressed the importance of making the fight happen. The call for action resonated with boxing fans who have been waiting for years to see these two fighters face off. The rivalry between Joshua and Fury has been one of the most talked about storylines in boxing for a decade, and now it seems like the time has come for the fight to finally happen. Eddie Hearn, promoter for Anthony Joshua, echoed similar sentiments, declaring that the fight between Joshua and Fury is the only one that truly matters for both men. "The reality is there's only one fight for Tyson Fury, and that's Anthony Joshua," Hearn said. "It's the biggest fight probably in the history of British boxing. Everyone will always want to see it." Hearn also dismissed any claims that Fury is past his prime, pointing out that while Fury didn't win his recent rematch with Usyk, he didn't show any signs of decline. Fury, according to Hearn, still has the ability to compete at the highest level. While Hearn remains confident in Fury's ability, he also emphasized that the fight between Joshua and Fury is one that everyone wants to see. The potential of the matchup, particularly at Wembley Stadium, would be a defining moment in British boxing history. "AJ against Fury is the one at Wembley. That's the fight. I'm going to be pushing for this fight," Hearn concluded. However, Johnny Nelson, a former boxer, voiced skepticism about the value of a fight between Joshua and Fury at this moment. Nelson argued that with little substance behind the fight, it might not carry the significance that many fans expect. Why should they fight now?" Nelson questioned. "Someone's got to lose, and they've got to live with themselves after that." Despite Nelson's doubts, the potential fight between Joshua and Fury represents more than just a personal rivalry. It's a clash of styles and personalities, and it has the potential to capture the imagination of boxing fans around the world. For Joshua, a victory would validate his perseverance and solidify his legacy in the sport. For Fury, it's a chance to prove once and for all that he is the true heavyweight champion of the world. Eddie Hearn also weighed in on the ongoing discussions about a potential third fight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, pointing out that the demand for such a bout has waned significantly. Even figures like Turkish promoter Alal Sheikh, who had once championed the idea of a third fight, have now moved on due to its impracticality. "People will try and push for a third fight, but the demand isn't there anymore," Hearn said. Reflecting on Fury's recent loss to Usyk, Hearn dismissed any notions that Fury has lost his passion or that his career is winding down. He pointed out that Fury's demeanor after the fight showed nothing but frustration, suggesting that Fury remains a fierce competitor despite the setback. "It wasn't like he was in with a devastating opponent. Usyk is just really good," Hearn remarked. Tommy Fury, Tyson's younger brother, also weighed in on the potential fight, expressing his belief that it would be the most exciting and significant matchup in the heavyweight division. "I think it's the fight everybody wants to see," Tommy said. "Everyone still wants to see it, regardless of the defeats that AJ has had. If both men come through their next fights, it's the fight that everyone's been waiting for." The anticipation for this fight has only grown over the years, as both fighters have experienced their own highs and lows. Fury has been a dominant force in the division, dethroning Vladimir Klitschko and engaging in a dramatic trilogy with Deontay Wilder. Joshua, on the other hand, unified the heavyweight division with impressive wins over top contenders like Joseph Parker and Alexander Povetkin. However, both men have faced setbacks in recent years, with Joshua suffering defeats to Andy Ruiz Jr. and Alexander Usyk, while Fury recently lost to Usyk in their rematch. After Joshua's loss to Du Bois, Fury commented on Joshua's situation with a mixture of sympathy and pointed criticism. Fury acknowledged that the loss was significant, especially given the way it ended in the 5th round. However, he also suggested that Joshua needed to assess whether he was mentally ready to fight again. "He's been cleaned out in his last fight. He's going to have to decide whether he's coming back or not," Fury said. As the potential showdown between Fury and Joshua looms, the question remains, can Anthony Joshua reclaim his momentum, or will Tyson Fury's dominance prevail once again? What do you think? Is the Fury versus Joshua fight still as exciting as it once was? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more updates on this thrilling rivalry.